Hello everybody, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for this video today. I mentioned I was going to make this video in the Q&A this week, question and answer video I do. I hope there's a lot of you guys joining me today. I'm doing this, most of my videos really are, they come from where you guys are at and what you guys are asking me, questions that you're asking me every week. I'm getting a lot of people I see asking me, am I healed yet? And a lot of it isn't it? It's am I ready to date yet? And there's just a lot of people that I see that are dating after really toxic, bad, tumultuous, abusive, neglectful relationships, and they keep dating, and it's not going well. There's a reason for that. I hope that this exercise helps you guys see this, okay? Okay. So what we're going to do, I want you to get 2 pieces of paper and something to write with. Crayon, pencil, pen, marker. All right? You can pause the video and go grab those things. Welcome back. Okay, 2 pieces of paper. On the first piece of paper, what we're going to do is on this side, on the right side, I want you guys to write where you feel that you are at in life right now. Most important, how do you feel about yourself right now, today? Okay? Not who you used to be when you were 10, 20, or right before this last abusive relationship. I just want to, and it's not to say this is who you are. It's not to say what other people think you are, what you present, just sometimes. I want to know how you feel about yourself right now. Okay? And some of the things I'm looking for is, I think morals are most important. Okay? And so I'm going to list some morals, and I want to know if you guys feel that you're being true to these morals with yourself right now. So it's a real time to be real honest with ourselves and introspect and look at ourselves and self-examine. Okay? No one else has to see this. This is awareness, consciousness. Yeah? How do you feel about yourself today? All right? So let's start with some morals. Are you honest right now? Do you feel like you're an honest person right now? Now, that doesn't mean that, have you lied? Right? It doesn't mean that you've been telling the truth lately. I'm not talking the little sense, okay? I want to know, do you feel like you're an honest person today? Okay? Do you have integrity right now? Do you feel that you have integrity? That's what I'm really getting at. Do you feel like if you give someone your word, it's gold? Do you follow through with promises that you make to other people right now? Are you doing that? Do you feel like you have integrity? Are you being respectful to others? Do you, and the first, I think what's first is to realize not everybody values the same things in life, right? I could come up with the biggest list of morals, and there are people that do not value any of them. So assuming that you value morals, I think the only person that would be doing this with us right now, probably a moral guided person. Do you value honesty, integrity, and respect for others? And do you feel like you're being respectful to others right now in your life? Are you hurting anybody? Are you attacking anybody? Do you want revenge? Even if someone's being disrespectful to you, are you still being respectful to people? Okay, that's important. Okay, I'm not saying, yes, it's okay to be respectful or disrespectful if someone's disrespectful to you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking, do you feel like you're being respectful to other people no matter what? Write it down. If you are. Do you feel like you have self-respect today? The best way to eliminate self-respect, for it to go down, is to stay in bad relationships that may be toxic, that may be abusive and neglectful. Did we stay in those relationships and not really show much self-respect? Has it gone down? Where is your self-respect level at right now? Where do you feel? How do you feel about yourself and your self-respect? Do you have self-respect? Do you value it? Acceptance. Accepting people for who they are and not wanting to help them or change them. Accepting a person, a toxic person, for being toxic, saying they're toxic instead of saying they're nice, though they've been nice, so they're a good person. No, they're toxic, they're unhealthy. It doesn't change because they're being nice or polite. Still unhealthy, toxic. Loyalty. Do you value loyalty? And do you feel like you're a loyal person right now? Gratitude. Do you value gratitude? And do you feel like you have gratitude right now? Is that something that is important to you and that you are showing, exhibiting? Patience. Are you a patient person right now? Do you feel like you're being patient with yourself and others? If you are, write it down. If not, if you're being impatient, if you think you're impatient right now, write down that you're impatient right now. If you don't think you have much gratitude, write down I don't have much gratitude. If you're not being very loyal, write down disloyal. It's time to be honest, okay? It's not the time to have cognitive dissonance and lie to ourselves, all right? If you feel like you haven't been very respectful to yourself, write that down. Lacking self-respect. Lacking respect for others. Lacking integrity. Lacking honesty. Are you patient? I'm being impatient lately. I feel like I'm an impatient person. Write it down. I'm just asking how you feel about yourself. Okay? It's not a test. You don't need to ask anybody else. That's what they see. You could go lie to a bunch of people, but not to this person. This person can say, oh, he's honest. Doesn't mean you're honest, right? We know that, right? Are you admitting fault? Do you take ownership in things that are wrong, problems, fighting? Are you able to look at your past relationship that was abusive and you didn't abuse them back, but is there anything you're able to take ownership in? I hope so. And compassion. Do you feel like you're a compassionate person right now? Here's a test. Do you have any compassion for the person that abused you? You don't have to. If you don't, maybe you're lacking compassion in your life right now, okay? Are there things in your past you need to heal from still? Right? Or is it all good? Feels all good? I'm not angry. I'm not depressed. I'm not sad. I don't miss anybody. I'm not grieving. Are you grieving anyone right now? Loss. We grieve our abusers. If we attach to them, we grieve. It doesn't matter what we feel about them. It doesn't matter if they abused us. It doesn't matter if we're finally figuring out who they are. They lied to us the whole time. We attached to them. We lost them. We're grieving them. I hope. And I hope you're taking the time to do that. But are you grieving anybody right now? Are your thoughts positive? Or do we have some negative thoughts? If we have negative thoughts, write down negative thoughts. Okay? You can write down some positive thoughts too, but if we have negative thoughts, write it down. Are you experiencing negative feelings in your life now? Are we somewhat depressed? Loss typically causes some situational depression. Are we sad? Do we feel lonely? Do we feel alone? Are we getting anxious? Do we have too much stress in our life right now? Write it down. How's our attitude? Could it be a little better? Do we have a positive attitude? No? Kind of negative right now? Write it down. It's okay. We've got to be able to look at ourselves. Yeah? Tons of things I need to fix about myself. Always will be. A little bit of a negative attitude? Write it down. You put a little bit. Do you know yourself? What is your self-awareness, self-conscious like? Do you know what your emotional needs are? You sure? Most people I ask don't, even though it's the most important thing in our life. Do you know what your emotional needs are? If you don't, good luck with relationships. Good luck just having comfort in your life. Do you know what your values are? Did you know these are your moral values and other things that you value? Value list should be pretty big. Is yours? Do you know what you value? Do you know how you feel? Do you know how you feel, and do you express it in healthy ways? Do you know what you want in life? You want to learn something, succeed at something, see something, visit something, meet somebody. Do you know what you want in life? We better. That's the first step in success in relationships. Know thyself. Yeah. Then we get to know the other person. Then we meet each other's needs. Okay? Have we had healthy relationships? Have we had unhealthy relationships? Are we having healthy relationships today? Do we know what a healthy relationship consists of? If we've had a pattern of unhealthy relationships, probably not. Because self-worth has a lot to do with that, but knowledge does too. We aren't born knowing these things, we're taught. Okay? The last one I left out, I forgot, reciprocate. Yeah? Do you reciprocate? Okay. So we have how we feel about ourselves today, right? Over here on the first piece of paper. Feel free to write down more things. Pause it. Write down more. Do it after. Now, I want you to, on the next to it, next to this, right here. Here's where you're at today, how you feel about yourself. Now here, next to it, I want you to start writing down the toxic person that was in your life. That's why you're watching these videos. Okay? It probably is the last person you dated. It might be your family. It might be your friends. I want to know. Write the traits down of that person. Okay? If you want to write down good things, that's fine. But this is about a toxic, abusive, unhealthy, neglectful, unstable person, right? I know some of the things that I get, positive things I get from people, and sometimes this is all I get from people. Fun, pretty, handsome, cute, fit, smart, intelligent, good in bed, money, good job. Get those out of the way. Okay? How about the morals? Are they honest? Are they dishonest? Don't tell me they're honest sometimes, right? I'm an honest person because I'm honest most or all of the time. You know, they say that everybody lies, so I can't just say I've never lied. I've definitely lied. Don't want to ever lie again. That's what makes me an honest person, okay? If they lied to you and held things from you, kept the truth from you, stuff like this, guided you wrong, they're dishonest. Write down dishonest. Do they keep their word? Do they have integrity? No? Write it down. No integrity. Are they disrespectful? Have they been disrespectful to people? And do they think it's okay? Or did they apologize and never do it again? No. So write down they're disrespectful. I don't care if they're respectful sometimes. They're also disrespectful. That's what's important right now. Do they harm themselves? Do they have self-respect? Do they stay in unhealthy relationships? If they're in an unhealthy relationship with you, then they're lacking self-respect. That's the definition. Okay? Do they self-hurt? Do they hurt themselves? Do they self-sabotage their lives? Are they judgmental? Do they judge people, mock people, make fun of people? You? Do they criticize people? Are they a backstabber? Yeah? Or are they loyal? Do they share secrets with other people? Do they talk bad about people that they once were in their life? So criticizing, I could talk bad about anybody, right? But loyalty means I don't talk bad about the people that are in my life or were ever in my life. When I hear people say, oh, this person is so bad, they're this, they're that, they were my friend, they were my girlfriend, they were my boyfriend, they were my dad, they're my... nice. So it's okay to do that. Well, they did this to me. Yeah, I know. Are they ungrateful? Probably. Because I know that we're talking about people most likely with personality disorders. Have they been ungrateful? Have they been impatient? Yeah? Do they hold grudges? Do they seek revenge? Do you guys? That's important for you guys too, right? Are you guys holding a grudge? Do you want revenge? Go write that down in how you feel about yourself right now. I'll wait. Go find or it's on the other side of the piece of paper. Yeah, it's over here, right about here. I hold a grudge. I'm holding a grudge. I want revenge. It doesn't mean that you're taking it. Thought, feeling, action. Yeah? I can have a thought. I can have a suicidal thought. Doesn't mean I'm suicidal, necessarily. I have a suicidal feeling. Doesn't mean I'm going to kill myself. Right? Do they admit fault? The most common. Right? Do they deny fault? Blame you. Blame others. Are they compassionate? Were they with you? Or were they cold and callous? Write that down. Did they use you? Did they abuse you? Write down. They use people. They're abusive. Did they exploit you? Write it down. They exploited you. Okay. Now you can write down many more things about the person, the toxic, unhealthy person that was just in your life or not too long ago, or maybe still is. I didn't even think about that. For some of you, this person still is in your life. So yeah, go ahead and write down more things like that. Now, on the other piece of paper, okay? Over here, let's see, I had you write how you feel about yourself. This is the toxic person. Okay, so on the next piece of paper, on this side, all right, I want you to write down the ideal person that you would like to have in your life. I think it's healthy to always want a partner, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a husband, a wife, stuff like that. I think it's healthy to want that. We're not always ready. That's okay if we're not ready. But we could still know who we want in our life. Start writing those things down. Let's start with morals, okay? Do you want an honest person? Write it down. Someone with integrity, write it down. I'll go a little slower. Do you want someone that is respectful to others? Just keep writing these things down. Do you want someone that has self-respect? Someone that is not in toxic relationships, that is not in neglectful relationships? Do you want someone that's accepting? Accepting of you? Yeah? Do you want someone agreeable? You have to be. You have to be agreeable to get along with people. Not everyone is, as you know. Would you like someone, the next person in your life? And it could be a friend too. Yeah? It could be family. We choose our family. The next family member you choose. Do you want them to be loyal? Do you want them to always be there for you? Especially when you're down. To not share secrets with other people. Talk bad about you. How about have gratitude? Be very grateful. Patient. Have patience. Write it down. Do you want them to be a forgiving person? Have forgiveness. Admit fault. Do you want them to be compassionate? Have compassion. Empathetic. Write them down. Do you want them to be financially independent or stable? Financially stable. Do you want them to be financially secure? Do you want them to be emotionally secure in who they are? Do you want them to have high consciousness, high self-awareness? Do you want them to know exactly what their emotional needs are? Write it down. I want them to know who they are, their self, their emotional needs, their moral values, know how they feel and express them in healthy ways. Write that down. Do you want them to know what they want? Be good to know, wouldn't it? Share with you. You can help them get them these things. Yeah? You guys can help each other get what you want. Definitely have to help each other get what you need. How about stable? We're not all flatline. Our emotions, our body does things, and we express them in healthy ways. Some people act out every single thing they feel. And some people are just so up and down. Do you want them to be stable? Do you want them to have a stable home? Been living there for a while with stable people. Do you want them to keep a job for a while? Stable relationships with other people? Healthy? Do you want them to be brave? Do you want them to be calm and peaceful? Write it down. Write it down. Kind. Do you want them to reciprocate? Do you want them to believe that we're all equal? Do you want them to be healthy? With positive thoughts. Write it down. Positive thoughts would be healthy. Positive feelings. Yeah. Positive attitude. And healed from their past. I think we've all been hurt. We've all been victimized. Maybe all had some trauma. Do you want them to be healed from their past? Or is it just okay if they're not? Think about this, okay? And write it down. And write down more, okay? Fun, pretty, handsome, cute, fit, good in bed, that's important to you. Money, good job. Is religion important to you? Is politics, your political ideology, education, stuff like this? Write it down. So, now, last part. I'm going to leave you with this, okay? Because it's real easy, this last part. The last part over here, next to it, on the second piece, you just got done writing down the idealized person in your life that you want for them to be. This part here is the same as this one. Okay? If you look at the other piece of paper, the one where you wrote how you feel about yourself and the traits of the person that you were just with and had in your life, you notice those are a little similar? You may not have been abusive, you may have, right? You may have forgotten to write that down if there was some abuse too on your part, some verbal abuse or physical, emotional. We date our own emotional self-worth, okay? Only toxic people punch up and date you. We don't do that. Right? It's not common if we feel bad about ourselves and have negative attitudes and negative feelings and negative thoughts and come out of bad abusive relationships and we're unstable right now and don't know ourselves really well, that you're going to date that idealized version that you put on there. Okay? You want people like that in your life, idealized version, you become it. You be it. Okay? And we can start right now. Right now. Start showing it. Start treating yourself this way and others. Okay? You want someone to love you? Love yourself. Show them how to do it. Show them the kind of love that you want and need by showing yourself, not them. We don't show people the love that we want by giving it to them first. We love ourselves. You want respect from other people, you better respect yourself. Do you see how that works? Idealized version. That's who you want to be. And that's who you have to be to have these people in your life, because they're not going to enter it with if we feel bad about ourselves, okay? We're all capable of healing. Take the time and commitment and investment to do so. It's the biggest payoff in the world. Not investing in other people. That is not a payoff. Investing in your relationships will be, but not in other people. Okay? We don't need people. We have emotional needs. And I'll have people in my life that meet them, not any other way. Okay? It's a goal. It's a goal. It's something to focus on, work on. And maybe we're not ready to date yet, and that is okay. And it's really okay to be aware of this and accept this. What we cannot change immediately or control, but we can change these things, okay? And we can be whoever we want to be. And I'm not talking about the president or anything. I'm saying we can emotionally be the person that we want to love and the person that we want to be loved by others, okay? That person that you told me you want in your life is who you want to be, okay? And we're ready to date when we start feeling like that, okay? Okay. Ask questions. Let me know what you think of this exercise. I'd appreciate it. A little feedback. Let me know how it worked for you. And ask me anything you... I'll keep my notes if there's something that you missed or something something that I confused you on. Maybe I was wrong about something, messed something up. Let me know. And share your experiences down below for others. Thank you. Love yourself first, guys. Bye-bye.